Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I wanted to jump on today and do a bit of a quick crafting session with you this afternoon. I'm not able to do my normal live on Saturday morning because I have my retreat this Saturday morning. So hey Jeannie, how are you going? So what I thought I would do is jump on and do a little bit of a quick, oops, Daisy, you don't need to hear that. Do a little bit of a quick live crafting session with you today, just so that you can get a little bit of a fix from me and my live crafting until we can be live again next weekend on Saturday morning. So I do normally come on every Saturday morning. Hey there, you're getting ready for a retreat, says Shirley, because Shirley's coming to my house for a 2-day retreat this weekend. So hey Jeanette, hey Cindy, thank you everyone for jumping on. So once again, feel free to jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, because I love finding how far my crafting gets to people, and I love chatting with people and crafting along. So I have a bit of an idea that I've decided to do using the Snowflake Wishes bundle. So it's a super fun bundle, and I know that a lot of people say in Australia, why do we want snowflakes? We don't have snow at Christmas, but we do get snow throughout the year. And I can tell you today, it's feeling cool enough to feel like there's snow somewhere. It's quite chilly up here in New South Wales. Well, inside it is, probably outside it's probably nice, the sun's out, but anyway, Kathy says, happy to catch me live. Well, I'm happy, Kathy, that you got to catch me live as well. So, hey, Linda, how you going? Marlene, how you going from Idaho? Was just going to bed as I'm on night shift, just caught you. Oh, well, you need to get rest. If you're on night shift, you need to get your rest, Jeanette. Hey, Kathy from the USA. So welcome everybody, and thank you very much for joining me. So I wanted to show you this great fun card. I've got a bit of an idea in my head. I am winging it as usual. You know what I'm like. So let's get to crafting. Stop the chatter. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that. When I change the camera, that happens every time, but there we go. Okay. So we are good to go. Let me see that way there. It's a bit crooked, but there we have it. Okay. So if you want to purchase any of the items that I used today in today's video, you can go to my online store, which is donnagray.stampinup.net. You can call me on my mobile and place your order, or you can email me your order. So all of those orders helps me bring you this free content to be able to see how our products work. Now, you may be looking, this is the gorgeous stamp set that we're going to be using today. So it's called Snowflake Wishes, and it's simply stunning. You get me every time I see a snowflake. Shirley's saying that she's about to light the fire soon. So yeah, Shirley lives near me and she's saying it's quite cold as well. Oh, it's nice to see another Jeanette. We've got Jeanette Bell on here from the USA as well. So welcome. Hey, Jenny, chilly in Melbourne. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're going to use this gorgeous bundle. It has beautiful stamps, but it also has beautiful matching dies, which is super. I love a snowflake die. I love the simplicity of a snowflake. I absolutely love the snow. We used to go to the snow every year. Before my children started with state hockey, we used to go to the snow every year without fail. So I absolutely love the snow. So as I said, you get me every time I see a snowflake. All right. So this here is one of my designer series paper reference charts. So this is what is fantastic. These reference charts, I'm selling them for $45 plus $8.95 postage. And this is a sample of what you get in the reference chart. So the reference charts, you get the printed heading with all of the matching cardstock. But at a glance, you can see our gorgeous designer series paper. And you can also see down here the beautiful matching cardstock that goes with the designer series paper that we have. I'm not using the designer series paper today, but I'm using the color scheme. So when you start out crafting and you're thinking, I want to start something, I don't know where to start, what am I going to do? My suggestion is if you had something like these reference charts, you can get the reference chart out, you can look at the color scheme, you can look at the designer series paper, and you can start by going, okay, I know that those colors are matching, so therefore I'm going to create a card using those colors. All right, so that's what I've actually done here today, and I've just realized that I've left a piece of, there it is, pool party. Okay, so I'm going to start off with doing a little bit of watercoloring. So as I said, these reference charts are available. You will find the information down in the show more box, not right here at the moment, but on any of my other latest videos, you'll find the link to actually register for my reference charts. I've also done them for the annual catalog as well. So if anyone's interested in the annual catalog, I'd be happy to do that for you as well. All right, so there's a gorgeous embossing folder that goes with this bundle as well. So I'm actually going to use the embossing folder as well. So I've got a card base and I've decided to use our Highland Heather. So it's cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, and I will fold that in half, and that will give me a card front size, as you know, 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So just like that. Now, I've decided to use some of my shimmery white cardstock, and I love this shimmery white. It's great for watercoloring, but it's also great for if you want a little bit of glitter and sparkle. You probably can't see that in the light, but it has this beautiful glitter through it, which is really, really nice. And I decided that I wanted to do a little bit of watercoloring, so I thought that the shimmery white would be absolutely perfect for that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring in some of our water painters. Now we've got water painters that are brand new in our annual catalog, and you get 3 in the pack. So you used to get 2 in the pack. We now get 3 in the pack. And we have this awesome brush tip here. Now I'm going to use this brush tip because I want to get a fair bit of water on here, but I want to actually cover it pretty quickly and get some color on to here. So, and one of the hints that I say, if you have like a water bottle, an applicator bottle like this, and you have it at your desk, you're able to unscrew it and fill it up with water. So these actually undo the opposite way to what we are used to. So we have to go clockwise to undo it and anti-clockwise to do it up. So I think the whole idea of that was so that it would stop it from being undoing as we use it, maybe, I don't know, or maybe just to confuse us, but anyway. All right, so I'm actually going to cut this down because I want this to be 3.5 by 5 1/4 for my card front, like that. And then I'm actually going to do a bit of a watercolor wash on it. So my color palette, I've got our beautiful Highland Heather, I've got Pool Party, and I'm also probably going to use a little bit of Balmy Blue as well. So I decided that what I wanted to do was to do a bit of a watercolor wash with the Pool Party ink. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to squeeze a bit of Pool Party ink into the top. You like my reference charts, Christine? I'm sorry, but they're only available for people in Australia, but I can put you on to some people where you live, Christine. I do have friends overseas that are doing the same thing. All right, so I'm going to squeeze a bit of water into my brush and get a bit of water happening if I can. Here we go. Okay, so you can see the water's starting to come out now. So I've got a really nice bit of water happening in that. So I'm actually just going to brush it over here a little bit just to wet my cardstock a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up some of that Pool Party and I'm going to brush it over. So I just want a hint of color. I don't want a lot. Now you could also, if you have a hard time, these are brand new ink pads and they're a little bit hard to squeeze to get that into the lid, but I've squeezed it a bit better there. Now we're going to pick up a bit more of that ink and just create a bit of a wash. I'm not even that particular in in where I have it. I just want a little bit of color just in that background, and that's making a horrible noise, that. Okay, so that's all I really wanted. You can just see a hint of color happening there. And then I think I might go through with my Highland Heather, and I might add a little bit of Highland Heather to it as well. So I've got some Highland Heather there. I'm going to squeeze some water again, get a nice watery consistency, and add a little bit of Highland Heather just around. So no rhyme or reason, just getting a really nice watercolor wash on that background. So just like that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my heat tool, and I'm going to heat that and dry that off. So bear with me while I get my heat tool plugged in. Okay. I'm just going to hit it with the heat just to dry that off. And you'll see as it dries off, our cardstock starts to relax. It curls up when we wet it, but it starts to relax back down after it dries off. I'm just going to turn it over and dry the back. You'll find that the shimmery white cardstock is a little bit more sturdy. If we tried to do this on our normal white cardstock, you would probably find that it would pill a little bit as you're trying to add that water on there. But you can see there we've got a gorgeous, just a hint of color. And as I said, using the, hey Margaret, how you going? Oh, you haven't seen anyone in the UK doing them. You could always make your own. Yes, you could. No worries. You thought you'd cheer me on. Thank you very much. All right. So now I'm going to take a selection of these stamps from the beautiful set, and I'm going to stamp onto that piece of shimmery white. Now I'll grab a scrap piece of paper just to protect my mat, because I'm going to do a series of these gorgeous snowflakes. So I've got a few different sizes here. I've got 3 different sizes in the snowflakes, and then I've also got these little sprays of snowflakes as well. So the idea would be, out of our 3 colors, is to pick the lightest color to do the largest stamp with. So I've chosen, as I said, Highland Heather, Pool Party, and Balmy Blue. So I'm feeling like the Pool Party is probably going to be the lighter out of the whole lot. So I'm actually going to ink up just that very large snowflake using the Pool Party ink. And I'm just going to randomly stamp that. So I've got 1 there, and I've got maybe 1 down there. Okay, so that looks pretty nice, that color there. So then I'm actually going to ink up with my Balmy Blue, and I'll open that one up. And I'm going to do the medium size one now with the Balmy Blue. So I'm going to randomly stamp around, and I'm actually not going to re-ink. I've just stamped again there. So stamping, not re-inking. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of an arrangement there with our beautiful snowflakes. Then I'm going to take the very small one, and I'm going to ink it up with the Highland Heather. And I'm just going to fill in some of those little gaps with the Highland Heather. And I'm not going to re-ink, I'm going to stamp again. So same thing here. I'm going to stamp, don't re-ink, and stamp again. Down here, stamp, don't re-ink, and stamp again. And down here, stamp, re-ink, and stamp again. And I want to cover that one up. I did a bit of a blotch there. Okay, so all I'm doing is creating a gorgeous spray of snowflakes going down through there. So I'm actually going to stamp now a little bit. Actually, I'm going to bring in the Balmy Blue. I'm going to change my mind there. I'm going to bring in the Balmy Blue, And I'm going to stamp some of the smaller ones in Balmy Blue as well. So it's a little bit like I'm creating a bit of background DSP here. So I just want to bring in a bit of that Balmy Blue just to bring a little bit more in. And now I'm going to stamp off and just stamp around a bit with the Balmy Blue. So we've got a gorgeous spray of color there. Does it take long for ink to dry on shimmer paper? Not very long at all. You've seen there, I didn't hit it with the heat gun, Kathy, for very long at all. So, so yeah, not too bad. All right, so I've then got the cute little spray of flowers. So I'm going to ink those up in our Highland header and stamp off and then stamp on. So stamp off and stamp on. Okay, I think I can do that full strength. Yes, I can, because we need a little bit more color there. So we're just adding a couple of those little tiny snowflakes, and that's just adding to that pattern again as well. All right, so it's a huge array of sunflowers, but it's so, so cute. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so then I've got a strip of our pool party here that I thought I would run that through our new cut and emboss machine, because our new cut and emboss machine is simply a wonderful new machine, and I'm so impressed with my new machine. Now, if you see me using this machine and you think, I really need to have one of those, then I'm telling you, you need to join my team. So just bring it in. So now I'm going to be using the beautiful Snowflake embossing folder, which is this one here. Now this one's really, really thin. So when you get your new machine, if you're thinking about purchasing one of our scan and cut machines, so you can put this in your starter kit right now. It's $209 to buy it here in Australia, but if you actually pop it into your starter kit, you will get it for $169, plus you get to choose a little bit more extra product to take it up to $235 worth of product, and you only pay $169. So if you're in the market for a new big shot machine, a new die cutting machine, the scan and cut, sorry, the cut and emboss, I keep calling it scan and cut. The cut and emboss machine is definitely for you. I'm telling you, you will love it. So I'm just going to pop this little strip, and it's probably not the right size, but I'm just going to pop it in and I'm going to emboss it. So with our embossing folders, we always make sure if we've got the Stampin' Up emblem facing up towards us, that means our cardstock here, the side that is showing to us is going to be the right side of our cardstock. So that's going to give us the embossed side. So if you're brand new and you've never embossed before, you need to watch this magic, because it's so much fun. So they've numbered our plates, which is really fantastic. So because this is a super, super thin one, we're going to use number 1 plate. We're going to use 1 number 3 plate and pop it on the bottom. We're going to pop our embossing folder, fold first, going through our cut and emboss machine first. And we're just going to pop on another number 3 pad over the top. And we're going to run that through. Now you're going to see how smooth this glides through. It is super, super, so good, this machine, I'm telling you. And look at that gorgeous embossed layer that we have. Simply stunning. Sue's saying you've ordered it, but you can't wait for it to arrive. I know, Sue. It is a lovely machine. And the beauty of it is it doesn't take up too much room, because look, we can fold these up. Oops, sorry about the noise. And it takes up only a minute part of the room on the desk. All right. So we've embossed that. So we have our gorgeous colored layer here. We've embossed that. Now I'm going to cut a layer to go in behind that shimmery cardstock layer. So because I've cut that one at 3.5 by 5 1/4, I'm going to just cut this one at 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. So it's just 1/8 bigger than what my shimmery white cardstock layer is. So that's going to give me a really, really nice small border all the way around. So I'm going to use my Seal Plus. Now, you might say, what's the difference between our seal and our Seal Plus? So we have our seal and we have our Seal Plus. Now, our Seal Plus is a stronger hold glue. So if I'm using something that has been embossed, something that has been watercolored and the cardstock has warped, I want it to sit really flat on my layer. So I'm actually going to use my Seal Plus to make sure I get a good hold with my adhesive to make sure that that layer sits down really nicely. So with the trick with these is we run them along, and when we get to the end, we just kick it up and cut it off. This one is not so bad. With our seal, it is really important. So because this is a layer that I said has been heated, I'm going to go across the top and kick it off to get it to cut off, and across the bottom and kick it off. And I'm going to pop a little bit just in that middle. Now that's very strong hold. You can see that. Look, it's holding onto my finger like by one little thread, but it is super, super strong hold glue. So then I'm actually going to, and I think I need to stand up for this, I'm going to line this up. Now I get one chance at this with our Seal Plus. So I'm going to line it up, and you can see I've got like a great tiny border all the way around. So I've got that looking good, and then I'm just going to sit that down and place it down. And then if you turn it over and squish it on, you will find then that you can see your layer sits beautiful and flat on that card layer. So then I'm actually going to pop this coming down the end here. Now, before I jumped on, I went ahead and I used some of our designer series paper that goes with this suite, and I've cut out a series of gorgeous snowflakes. So we're going to pop those around on our card as well. I don't know how many I'm going to use. I just cut that out because I thought I'll cut them out and I'll see how I go with what I'm going to use. So I really would like to have some of these sitting in, like popping out from underneath here. So I think what I'm actually going to do, and you're probably going to go squeal when you see me do this, I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors. If I can find where my scissors are. They always go hiding on me. Anyway, I'll grab a pair that I have in the drawer here. And I'm going to, they're underneath here. Here they are. They hadn't gone missing. Okay, so I'm actually going to cut that just in half because I want to be able to pop that going down the sides of this gorgeous layer. So I want them to pop in under there. So I'm going to, with my glue, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just on the back side of this gorgeous snowflake. So tiny little dobs of glue. You don't need a lot. You could use my normal trick of the sponge with glue on it, but at this stage, that's actually not within reach. So I'm just going to glue that on there, and then that's going to sit in behind my layer. And I feel like I want the other one just to probably pop in down through here as well. So I'm just going to glue that one on. And I just want them sort of peeking out from behind that cute layer that we're going to put on there. So just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to pop my layer on there. So you can see I've got a snowflake coming out through here, snowflake coming out through there, which is really, really cute. All right. So I'm going to use my Seal Plus again on the back of this one. Now, remember, if it's been embossed, just go slowly, because when you emboss your cardstock, you actually break the fibers in the cardstock. So you break down the fibers and it softens those fibers. So sometimes if you go too fast with the Seal Plus, you can tend to tear up your cardstock. So you need to go light-handed and slow through there. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on. I'm going to pop it up there. I'll trim it off so that it fits nicely. So I'm going to pop that there like that, and I'm just going to turn that over and trim those little ends off. So as I said, I sort of had this card in my mind. I haven't made it. I just had it in my mind exactly what I wanted to do. All right. So also with this suite, we have some gorgeous ribbon that goes with this. And you know me, I have to have ribbon. So we've got this gorgeous ribbon that I think I'm going to pop down through there. So I'm going to pop some more seal on the Seal Plus on the back for my ribbon to adhere into. I'm just going to look in the middle of that. So we've got that gorgeous embossed layer, but then we're going to pop just a strip of ribbon down through that embossed layer. Okay. Okay, well, Christine's asking about the Tiffany box. Now, if there's anyone that is watching here at the moment that is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that doesn't want to know what was in the Tiffany box, please turn away now. We don't want to wreck the surprise for other people. So if you have a Tiffany box and you didn't want to know what was in it, I'm happy to show it to you now. Do you want to see what was in the Tiffany box? I know everyone was saying, what's in it? What's in it? When are you going to reveal what's in it? So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia or anywhere in the world that hasn't received your Tiffany box yet, please turn off my video now and go and do something else, because I'm actually going to show you what is in the box. Do you want to see what's in the box? I know that there's been a lot of chatter that everyone keeps saying, when are you going to reveal what's in the box? But you know what? I've seen some people reveal it. So spoiler alert, turn away if you don't want to see what's in there. All right. I'll grab it down and I'll show you. We'll come back to this card in a minute. So here is my gorgeous Tiffany & Co. box. But she hasn't shown the content, but that's okay. I've seen some other people show the content. So, as I said, if you're in Australia and you don't want to wreck the surprise, turn away now. We haven't been told that we can't show it. So I'm actually going to show it to you now. All right. And I'm going to do it very, very quickly so you can't. So maybe someone hasn't seen it. So we have a cute, gorgeous little card inside. You ready for it? This gorgeous card says Tiffany & Co. on the card. And it says, see you at Leaders Summit, it's all different languages. I'm thinking, what does that read? All different languages. And then it says Stampin' Up. Okay. So this is a present that they gave us for us being leaders in the company and attending the Leaders Summit. And look at all the padding. Everyone's going to see all the padding here. There is so much padding in here, it's not funny. They definitely didn't want it to break. All right. Are you ready for it? Oh, here we go. There you are. Gorgeous champagne flutes with the Stampin' Up! Emblem etched into the glass. Can you see that? Maybe if I hold my hand there. Okay, so we got a pair of these. So gorgeous Stampin' Up! Champagne flutes. Okay, I'm not showing any more because I don't want anyone else getting upset with me that I've done that. So as I said, I did do a spoiler alert beforehand. Okay, so now let's get back to our card. They are so gorgeous. I know they are beautiful. So I think we're very spoilt from Stampin' Up. All right, so I'm actually going to, with this, I'm going to lift that up onto some dimensionals to pop it on the front. Beautiful, you think? It's my first thing I've ever got from Tiffany & Co. So I think it's, and you know, I'm a bit of a sucker. If there's anything with the Stampin' Up! Logo on them, I love it. So it means the world to me. Stampin' Up! Know really how to make us feel so, so special. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you haven't reached any of those levels yet, that is a bit of a taste of what Stampin' Up! Do for us and how they spoil us. Okay, so I've got some dimensionals on the back of this card, and we're going to Oh, my ribbon just came out. We're going to take the backings off those and we're going to pop this up onto the front of our Highland Heather base. Okay, so just like so. All right. Now, I have some more of these. Oh, most of my snowflakes are on the floor with my Tiffany ribbon. Okay, we'll bring those back in again. So I'm thinking that one would look quite nice. Popped up just there. And I'm thinking it would look nice with that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I'm actually going to grab a dimensional and I'm going to pop a dimensional just right there. And I'm going to take the backing off and I'm going to pop this one into that dimensional. And then just with a little bit of liquid glue, I'm just going to pop some liquid glue on here. And I need that to sit. Okay, liquid glue in the middle there. And then this one is going to straddle over the top. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab a glue dot and pop a glue dot underneath the ribbon because it's trying to turn sideways on me and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot and I'm going to pop a glue dot underneath the ribbon just to hold the ribbon down, and then that will hold our snowflake in place. Okay, so see how that just made it sit back down again? So there's some little tricks that you can do to make sure that it holds your snowflake in place. So I'm thinking maybe another one up through there, and maybe this gorgeous one could probably go just down there. Now I've got the sentiments already mounted up here. I've got one sentiment that says, our friendship is one of a kind. So I think that's really nice. So I'm actually going to, before I do anything else, I'm actually going to stamp that down. And I should have done this before I put that layer on. I'm hoping that it will be okay, but I'm going to do it in Night of Navy, I think, just to add a little bit more color. Night of Navy, yes, we do have Night of Navy in there. Okay, and at worst, if it doesn't work, I will just grab a strip of cardstock and we'll put it over it. So our friendship is one of a kind. And it did work. So all good. Okay, and then I'm going to arrange this here and probably that just there. So that's looking quite beautiful on the front. It is a lovely sentiment, isn't it? I do agree. Our friendship is one of a kind. And then I've got for the inside, I've got in the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. So I'm just going to grab a piece of white cardstock for that. I'm going to stick to my shimmery white for the main reason being that the shimmery white will then go with the front as well. So I'm going to go in at 5.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and I'm going to grab my Pierce mat again with my sheet of paper to protect it, and I'm then going to stamp again inside here. So I'll do Pool Party with that one. I'm not going to do the watercolor wash on the inside, but I'll just do the Pool Party look here, there and there. Okay, And then I'll do Balmy Blue. With the smaller one. Balmy Blue there. And then I'm going to stamp off again and there. Okay. And then with the little smaller one, I'll go back through with my Highland Heather. Excuse me for a minute. There's something going on with my family. What happened? I'm live at the moment. Apparently there's another cat that gives out there. Sorry, everyone. A bit of a diversion there. Our poor little old cat. There's another cat that's come into the neighborhood that decided that it wanted to not be so nice to her. All right, so we're going to then do our sentiment. Nothing like real life videos here. We're going to do that gorgeous sentiment on the inside, and I'll do that with Night of Navy again as well. And I'm just going to pop that down here. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. So just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of that out of the way. I'll close up that ink pad. I'm going to take just my liquid Tombow and I'm going to adhere that to the inside of the card. And you have to understand our cat that this other cat decided to come and fight with it. Our cat, we've had it for 18 years. So our cat's pretty old and pretty fragile. So my eldest daughter's a little bit worried about her. So, all right. And then I'm going to, with my liquid Tombow, I'm just going to pop those snowflakes around on the front. So I think I wanted to put that one just there. So hold it down a little bit. It's on an embossed layer there. So I'm just going to hold that down a little bit until the glue takes hold. And then I'm going to pop this one up in that top area up there. The cat comes first. I know. And I'm like, I have to keep going on with my live video. I'm in the middle of a live video. Can you deal with it? But I think they may have it dealt with. And then I'm just going to pop this gorgeous one. I'm thinking maybe up through there. I'm live at the moment. Okay, and we're just going to pop that one up in that top section there. Now we have some really nice embellishments that go with this suite as well. I just have to say the suite is absolutely stunning. So we have these embellishments here, but we also have these gorgeous little snowflakes as well. So I didn't really know what I was going to do. I think I'm going to pop one of these in the center of that big snowflake there. And these are in like balmy blue, the color balmy blue. So it all goes really, really well with the color scheme. So, and I'm going to pop another one in the center of that one there. And I'll pop another one in the center of this one down here. So that just accentuates the snowflakes there on the front of the card. So it makes them sort of stand out a little bit more. And I'll pop another one on the inside here. I'll pop that just in the middle of that snowflake there. And then I'm going to bring in these gorgeous little snowflakes because these are adhesive backed snowflakes. So I thought that they would look really, really super cute on here. It wasn't Theo, it was Gizmo. It was our other cat. Theo lives inside, but our other female cat lives outside. So, so yeah, that was the one that they were worried about. Okay, so these ones here are more like iridescent. And these ones have got like a pinky tinge to them. These ones have got like a bluey green tinge to them. So I'm going to use a little bit of, I think I'm just going to use these ones. I think that they're going to look a lot nicer. So I'm just going to pick some of those off. And with my take your pick tool, hopefully, we're just going to pop a couple of those around, just to add a little bit more glimmer and shine to our project. And we'll pop a few just on the inside of the card too. So as you can see, these snowflakes are simply stunning. And even though I live in Australia and we don't have snow in winter, I'm still happy to use a gorgeous snowflake set. And hopefully, after today, seeing me craft with this, you will agree that you might like to purchase a gorgeous snowflake set. So there you have a super, super beautiful card using our gorgeous snowflake wishes bundle, using the dies, the stamp set, and also the ribbon and the embellishments that go with this beautiful suite. So if you absolutely love this card, any of the supplies that I have used today can be purchased through my online store, and I would really, really appreciate any business you want to send my way because it helps me bring these videos to you. So I know that that was a short, sweet, quick crafting session with you this afternoon, but you know, I couldn't go a weekend without having a bit of crafting time with all of my friends. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching back on the replay, please drop a comment in down below. Do we want to have a giveaway? Does anyone want to give away this afternoon? Tell me what state you live in. Now I can only give something away to people that live in Australia. So tell me the state that you're watching from, type it into the comments. So while that's happening, I will have a little bit of a chat about things that are going on at the moment. So don't forget my reference charts. If you are interested, where did I put my reference chart? If you are interested in my reference charts, please feel free to click on that link and order your reference charts. Allow me at least 2 weeks to get the reference charts together. I'm sending out a lot of reference charts today. So if you're interested in that, I do them for the annual catalogue and I also do them for the holiday catalogue as well. And Geraldine's saying, I hope Gizmo is okay. Apparently, yeah, apparently a cat came in on the front veranda and attacked her on the front veranda. But I think she's doing okay. So, but yeah, it's a little bit like that, isn't it? So let me see what I have to give away for you today. I had a stamp set out here that I was going to give away. There it is. Okay. So there'll be a lucky winner to win this gorgeous A Merry Hello stamp set. Now this Merry Hello stamp set is a host set. So the only way that you can get this stamp set is to be able to purchase $250 or more, and you can use your Stampin' Rewards to get this stamp set. But I'm actually going to give this away to somebody that is watching this afternoon. So type in your state, type in your state in Australia, and I will pick a lucky winner that's watching right now. And I will also pick a lucky winner that actually watches my video back later on and types into the comments. So I'm going to do 2 prize draws. So if you want to win and you're watching this back later on, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit that subscribe button, and I will draw a lucky winner. So, but you have to type into the comments what state you live in, whether you're new to crafting. So, so the lucky winner that I'm choosing for the live draw right at this very stage is, let me see, we've got quite a few of you on here. Heather Waldron from Victoria. You are my lucky winner. So Heather, what you need to do, I'm just going to go back down onto my desk, and what you need to do is, as soon as we finish here, you need to email me at bejeweled01@gmail.com. You need to email me your address, and I would be happy to pop that in the post for you as well. So congratulations to Heather for winning my giveaway today. And as I said, if you're watching the replay back on later on, please feel free to drop your name and the state where you live in, and I will do another draw. And I will tell that winner at 10 a.m. next Saturday morning. So that's not tomorrow, next Saturday of next week. I will do a draw. I will tell you who won that draw. So congratulations to Heather, and congratulations to, thank you everyone for your near Shepparton, Heather. Well done. Congratulations. So everyone, have a lovely afternoon. Have a wonderful weekend. I may jump on live while I'm at my retreat and do a little bit of live viewing with the girls, having fun crafting and creating at the retreat. And I'm super excited to spend another weekend crafting with my friends. Now, my retreat for October, so October 31st and November 1st, I have 2 spots left for that retreat. Now, if someone wants to come to that retreat, I have ample spots left if you want to retreat in a box. So my retreats are a 2-day retreat. You get to make 8 make and takes. You get a $60 goodie bag. You get wonderful crafting products. You get 5 pillow gifts, and I can tell you, you get probably about $160 just about in product back in your hands that you use. If you're interested in doing that, I do a retreat in a box as well. So it doesn't matter where you live in Australia. I'm sorry, it's only available to people that live in Australia, but it doesn't matter where you live in Australia. I post it out. It just costs you an extra $20. So the basic retreat is $160. If you're doing the retreat in a box, which I have unlimited spots for that, so please, if you want to do that, go over to my website, which is stampinwithdonnag.com, and you'll find the information there under the weekend retreats. And it just costs an extra $20 to get it posted out to you, to your door. And you get full PDF instructions of how to create all the projects with pictures and instructions of how to create everything. It's a super, super fun thing to be a part of. The retreat in October and November will be all of the holiday catalog products. So it'll be all Christmas crafting, which will be super, super fun. So if you're interested in jumping into my retreats, $160 for the basic retreat. And if you get it in a box, it's an extra $20. And then there's optional classes on top, but they're at an extra cost if you wanted to do optional classes. But I would love it if you decided to sign up for my retreats. My retreats are going strong. They're getting bigger and better every time I hold a retreat. And I love crafting with many of you all around Australia. So it's super, super fun. So everyone have a lovely weekend. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.